Hello YouTube! Today I'll be doing a comparison video on both of these Stormtrooper spec 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee Summit 4x4s thanks to Shepherd's, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram in Auburn, Indiana. So with that, let's get right into the video. When it comes to the Jeep Grand Cherokee, it has a very diverse appeal. There's a trim level that suits every type of buyer. These include the Laredo with a base price of $37,035, the Altitude with its price of $40,000, then you have the Limited starting off at $45,000. Following that is the Overland trim starting at $52,000, and after that is the Summit trim, just like these two directly in front of me. And there's other trim level Grand Cherokees kind of scattered around here too, but for this video I figured I'd take this opportunity to have two pretty similar spec'd Jeep Grand Cherokee Summits to go over. This one is a Jeep Grand Cherokee Summit L, and this is a Jeep Grand Cherokee Summit Reserve. So that's why we got a couple subtle differences. So on top of those trim levels I just mentioned, you can get upgraded versions of each one of them. For instance, you can get an L model, just like this one directly in front of me, on any trim level of the Jeep Grand Cherokee. The L model adds a third row with additional cargo space. And since we're back here, let's just show that off real quick. So here is the third row in the Jeep Grand Cherokee L, and later on we'll do a little bit more of a comparison, but this is just to show you guys really quickly for now. And here's that third row. Look at the nice captain's chairs and cup holder, but there's your third row back there. Really easy to get into. The whole seat kind of just pushes forward and you get back into it. Your normal Jeep Grand Cherokee does not have a third row in it. So this L model over just a normal standard Grand Cherokee is a $2,000 additional option. All right, so let's show the back of this one just for a bit of a comparison. Like I said, I'm not going in depth with the comparisons now, but see, no third row, 2 rows of seats, but it's pretty big back here still, even though it's not an L. But that L is nice because it does add extra cargo space if it's needed. So let's get back to what I was saying. When it comes to other upgraded trim levels, we have the Laredo X, which is similar to a normal Laredo but with a few more added features. We have the Altitude X, which is an upgraded version of the Altitude that consists of a more luxury orientated Jeep Grand Cherokee. It has more luxury features in it. Following that is the Summit Reserve, which is this one right here, and following that is the Summit Reserve, which is this one right here, and that's going to be your highest end luxury trim level of the Jeep Grand Cherokee. Additional to these upgraded trims, you can also get 4xe versions. Some of those versions consist of a 4xe Trailhawk and just your standard 4xe trucks that, to separate them from a normal Grand Cherokee, they have blue tow hooks and they're hybrids. Now that we've got all that done and over with, we might as well get to the exteriors of these, which I know I've been walking around these for a little bit, but let's get started on talking about them. This is a 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee Summit 4x4 Reserve, accompanied by a normal Jeep Grand Cherokee Summit. The exterior of this has blacked out trim. It's part of the Reserve package. It's a pretty highly optioned truck, where that one's got your more chrome package. It's got your gray kind of colored wheels, where this one has some pretty sleek looking black rims. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention, looking at both of these, they both have the two-tone black tops, which looks really killer with the white paint and just how both of these trucks are done up in general. Another thing on this one specific is it's got 20-inch rims, and I think that other one might have 20-inch rims too. They just look a bit different. Well, with that, let's get under the hoods of both of these. Oh, I do car reviews.
Oh, you do?
So yeah, I'm just reviewing both of these things.
Oh, shit. Oh,
So
yeah.
mine's down there getting worked on while I'm doing this. So, huh? Brendan too.
Are you on YouTube, TikTok?
I'm on YouTube, so my channel's pretty small. I'm just a hot over here. It'll be hard to come up with only 400 subscribers. Kind of cool, though. Hopefully. I appreciate any support.
No part. Exactly.
Got stopped by some people that were interested in what I was filming. Who were interested in the channel, so that's cool. Let's continue where we left off on both of these Jeep Grand Cherokee Summits. So, under the hood of literally either one of these, they're both optioned with a 3.6 liter V6 engine that makes 260 pound-feet of torque. The engine on these is paired with an 8-speed automatic transmission. When it comes to fuel economy, these Jeep Grand Cherokee with this engine get 19 miles per gallon in the city and 26 miles per gallon on the highway. When combined, that comes out to a 22 miles per gallon, which I'd consider pretty good, especially considering both of my cars, there's one of them down there, get like a combined 9 miles to the gallon between both of them. It would be nice to have good gas mileage again. But with that bit of rambling out of the way, so I don't ramble too long all day, I'm going to close the hoods up on these guys, and then we'll get started around back for a comparison. Then we'll do our interiors. We'll go over the screens, technologies, both of just how everything's set up in these guys, and then that'll be it for the video. So without any more drag, let's get to it. Now that I've got both of these Jeeps opened up, let's get right into the interiors. But before that, really quick, just want to show off the key to you guys. Here's the key for the Jeep Grand Cherokees. From most of the Jeep Grand Cherokee models I've seen, these 2025s, they've all had this key fob. I test drove a 2023 a while ago, and it had the same key. You hit right there, there's your manual key to get in your car if your lock stopped working, or your battery died or whatever. So this is what everybody came to this comparison for, the cargo space between both of these Jeeps. So the Jeep Grand Cherokee, just the normal Jeep Grand Cherokee, like this one right here, has a cargo capacity of 37.7 cubic feet, which that can fit a decent amount of stuff in it. It's still a roomy vehicle inside. It's not a small vehicle by any means. But when you compare it to this thing, the Jeep Grand Cherokee L has a 84.6 cubic feet trunk capacity. That's more than double the amount of this normal Jeep Grand Cherokee, which is pretty wild. So let's get right into showing that off. So on this guy, we'll just pull these seats down really quick so you can really see a true comparison. But here is the third row, and later on I'll show myself fitting in them just to show you guys how big they are. But you just hit these fold down buttons back here, and oh, I'm hitting the come back to me on the one. There we go. They fold down. I'm honestly surprised the Durangos, being based off of this similar kind of chassis, don't have the buttons and stuff back here, but I'm glad the Grand Cherokee does, especially this L. It makes it way nicer. And you could even fold the second row forward from back here, and then there goes that one. Boom. Look at all that cargo space you got. Even with that center console right there, you could easily cover that up with a tarp or something if you're moving or like need to use this whole thing. You could easily fit 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5, maybe 6. I'd say at least 5, and you could put stuff on top of them too. 18-gallon totes. That's kind of our measurement. So you could fit a lot of stuff in this. And if this was my vehicle, I'd be climbing in it to show you guys how many people you could probably fit in it. Under here, you got a nice little cargo well, which I really like these. A lot of newer vehicles have them. You got your jack right there too, so that's nice. You could put more groceries or whatever you need to in there. Here's a little well off to the side. You could throw stuff in so it doesn't move around. And then here's the back of the normal Grand Cherokee, which it looks freaking huge, honestly. I mean, it's pretty decent size back here. Probably the similar size of the older Grand Cherokees, but it's nice having this giant cargo mat. That is really nice. Jeep branded cargo mat. Here's where the spare tire resides. Look at that well. That is huge. Full-size spare tire in this thing. That is wicked. And then here's a little well if you wanted to store stuff back here. You got little anchor points here. There's your Macintosh speakers all the way back here. And you know, guys, how I like to go over Easter eggs? Well, there's going to be a couple Easter eggs we go over on these. Look in that window right there. It's like an evolution of the Jeep Grand Cherokee. So you got the original boxy ones of the 90s turning into the 2000s. And then you got the previous generation right here in the newest style. I really like that stuff that Mopar does. It's cool. It's little, but it's really cool. So let's get these shut and we'll show you some more Easter eggs and just around the interiors of these trucks. Oh, and I can't forget to mention the Easter eggs in this one too. So it doesn't have the whole lineage of the Grand Cherokee, but it's got the normal one and the L right there, as you can see. And then on this side, you get a Jeep Willys trying to climb up the pillar back here. Let's see if you can see that. I'll try and get a better angle of it. There we go. There's that Jeep Willys climbing up the pillar. Where do we get started now? The back seat. Look at the nice diamond stitching you have with this Summit Reserve package truck. You got your center console right here. Everything's finished off in really nice smooth leather. Here's your rear AC. There's your USB ports, USB-C ports. There's a wall outlet, like a house outlet. Still got the wrapping on it because these things are brand new. Here's your little pouches to store stuff in. I really like how these new Grand Cherokees look. They just look really modern and just classy. Then here's your panoramic sunroof back here. Also got this really nice, like, I don't know if it's suede or Alcantara headliner. You get a vent right here for your, like, leg area-ish, wherever it kind of comes. You got vents right there. You got giant Macintosh speakers all throughout the door. It's a pretty cozy place to be back here. Let's get to the rear of the other one. Alright, as you guys know, this has 3 rows in it. So before we sit in the second row, I only think it's right to squeeze myself in the third row and do some gymnastics. So luckily I've lost a little bit of weight so I can fit back there. So let's see how this goes. We'll give you guys a really good angle of this. There we go. Hi guys. Oh gee, this is fun with one hand. It's not that bad, even with one hand actually. Oh man. There we go. And then we'll pull this seat forward, trap myself in. There we go. So there's my legs right here. I don't really have any room. I'm 5'11", about 200 pounds, so I mean, this wouldn't like bother you if you had to ride like this. It's not like uncomfortable at all. Like, it's still decently comfy. You lean these seats back a little bit and stuff. But this seat is all the way back, because I pushed it all the way back. This one is not all the way back. So if I was sitting on that side, I would have maybe that much, probably that much leg room. Where on this side, I am in it. Back here on the L, you've got some nice vents. You got a nice view of that other Grand Cherokee that we're looking at. You got a USB-C and a USB port back here. You got cup holders. Look, you got USB and USB-C ports on each side. And up there. It's crazy. You got tie downs for the cargo area. You got like a little phone compartment right here. Jeez. What does this do? This center console opens backwards for you back here too. You can access whatever these guys have up here. It opens all the way. Dang. I didn't really expect that. Wild. And this is a 2-part center console. It's just like your center console up there, which is really nice. This is a pretty cozy place to be, honestly. Nice diamond stitching all the way back into the third row. And we've got that Alcantara kind of suede. I think it's suede. Yeah, that's suede, not Alcantara. That's suede headliner. There's a microphone back here, all the way back here. Jeez, look.
before I pass out, let's get up to the second row. Oh, and something unique about these seats, when you unlock them, you see this little like clip right here? It goes up. So it shows that it's unlocked. Isn't that pretty nifty? And then when you lock it, it goes back in. Just kind of a neat little thing I figured I'd show you guys. And in case I didn't want to do the one... Oh, I'm compressing myself. Oh, crap. Okay. I figured that might have been for the second row, but I guess not. It's just an easy pull-down spot for the third row. We'll keep that in mind, okay? So nobody compresses themselves back here. So let's do our limbo and get back out of this thing gracefully. Alright, we did it. Alright, we're in the rear of the Jeep Grand Cherokee L. And here's the other view of this center console that I showed you guys. It's a nice freaking center console back here. It's just like the front center console. You got cup holders right here, which are really nice. A little pouch for like your phone or snacks or whatever. Honestly, I like that color a little better with the black and white, but this one looks super sweet too. So really modern looking. And I wish this one over there had these. Wish all cars had them. It's like rear sunshades. Really nice. Love rear sunshades. And here's your like, you can control how high you want these vents coming out to. Really sweet back here. Well, I guess we might as well get to the front. Before we start completely with the front, look at this Easter egg right here. It's really hard to tell, but it says since 1941. That's pretty sweet looking. And so I really like Mopar's Easter eggs that they put in. Here's the passenger side of this Summit Reserve. Got a pretty decent sized felt lined glove box. You fit tons of napkins or whatever you need to fit in there. Really like how the wood looks with this interior color. Really nicely optioned truck. We do have a dual screen right here, which is pretty nifty for your passenger. We'll have to show that once the truck's on. You got your little Macintosh speakers on the dash up there. Leather finished top dashboard. Really smooth leather. Here's your door panels in it. Love how the diamond stitches all throughout this truck. There's your memory seats, which is really sweet having it on the passenger side. Normally you only have it on the driver's side. And there's your, I'm pretty sure that's a ventilated seat. Yeah, this thing has ventilated seats in it. Can't beat that. There's your nice gigantic speaker down there. Here's the inside of the door. And then this is just really nice how it's all finished off. I love how it all looks. You got illuminated Summit door sills up here. Here's your center console up here. There's the main cargo. It wouldn't be a cargo well. There's your main center console well, which is really big. I mean, look how deep my hand can go in that. That's pretty big. And then you got the other space too for your coins or phone or whatever you want to shove up there. You got your cup holders right here. Then a little further up, this opens and closes, all in this beautiful piano black. And you got two USB-Cs, two normal USBs, and HDMI port for this little screen on the passenger side, and a cigarette outlet. Here's your hill modes, four-wheel drive modes. And these buttons are actually metal. They're all metal, which is really smooth. Really nice. And you got more buttons up here, which I almost missed. Look at all the buttons you got in this thing. I like it that even as new as it is, it's still got a lot of buttons in it. Here I am. How's it going? Well, let's jump on the passenger side of that one, and then we'll get to the driver's sides of both of these things. Alright, here we are on the passenger side of the Jeep Grand Cherokee L, and it's pretty much the same, just finished off different. I love how both of these are finished off. Really sweet looking trucks. Everything's the same, just different colors. There's your booklet. So, can't beat that. Really, really sweet looking in here. And in case you forget what you're driving or your passengers do, we're in a Summit. The highest trim level of the Jeep Grand Cherokee. You can just sit here and take this in, and this one's got that passenger screen too. Look at all the stitched leather. Tons of leather in this. I've never seen, just like the older Grand Cherokees, the previous generation to this, we've had a ton of them through the years, and even those, they didn't have this much leather in them. So, I like how much leather these got in them. And the wood's cool. The wood looks really good in this one. So, let's get to the driver's seats. Alright, I'm going to pick my favorite. You know, I'm kind of favoring this one, even though I typically like longer ones. So we're just going to go over the front end of this one. No need to really go over both of them. They're pretty much the same. Let's start her up and see what the startup is in this thing. There we go. Fully digital speedometer. You got your digital backup camera too, or not backup camera. Fully digital speedometer. You got your fully digital rear view mirror right there, or you can have a classic, and you're probably seeing my mouth right now, but I really like the screens on these. You got this, which I don't know what this is. Is this for the mirrors? Fold the mirrors in, maybe? Let's see. So the fun thing is, I learn with you guys. What the heck is this thing? Okay, it folds the mirrors in. So that's how you adjust your mirrors. With this little knob right here. Huh. Here's your door controls, door locks, more of that diamond stitching. Oh yeah, that is sweet. I love diamond stitching. I never got over the diamond stitch trend that hit very heavy in the late 2010s. Here is your ventilated seats, which wait, what? I was wrong. I thought these were ventilated seats. Check this out. I am definitely using these. These are freaking massaging seats. Oh man. Oh, this is a good massage that this thing is giving. Getting me in the lower back. Dang, I don't know if I want to leave this thing, honestly. My Infiniti doesn't even have massaging seats in it. This is nice. This is a freaking full-blown luxury car. Jeep's really stepping their game up with this. Just this massaging option alone, man, I could never drive without that on. Holy cow. Alright, let's see if I can show any other modes of it. Lower back, extended, rock, let's try rock climbing. That, oh man, that one like hits you in like all the pressure areas and it like goes up. We're keeping that on. Let's try a different option too. This is Brendan Tube, where we get back massages in Jeeps. Okay, that one feels pretty nice. I do like the rock climb one a little more. Let's try to extend. Oh, oh, it's a high. Okay, we're not turning off a high. You guys know what low and stuff does if you let it 10. Still good. Let's try the whole lower back. Oh, not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Let's do waterfall. Waterfall is the one to go. Waterfall and rock climb. Oh man. You don't even need to get a massage. Just come check one of these things out. This is nice. I'm gonna do the rest of this interior view with this on. Oh man. Just gonna soak it in for a little bit. Oh. Alright, I guess we got a YouTube review we gotta do. I don't know how long I was out for, but that massage really hit the spot. Here's your... You hear that? That is metal. That is sweet. This is your gear select knob. There's your reverse. You got your full 360 cam. Sweet. Front and rear views. Look at all these views. And you got these lines too that'll move with my steering wheel. I do like the parking lines. Parking
Lines are nice. And then there's your, like, it's like a different... That's the front! You got lines in the front? And you got lines in the back. Dang. Got all kinds of views of this. And look at this. And it shows like a radius of like, don't get too close to me. You got that much room. That's cool. And these lines, what? The lines move on here too. This is nice. This is making me think of some options. If y'all could get me to that, you know, blow up point, we might look at one of these, you know what I mean? But I like too many old weird cars that give me problems, so I don't know, but this thing is sweet. Boop, turn the screen off. No? Oh well, we'll leave it on. It's probably because I'm in reverse. There we go. Turn back on. Here's your map. I love the maps in these newer cars. It is literally just Google Maps in your car. What's not to like about that? We'll look up my favorite place to eat at and see. I'm gonna dox myself as I always do. We'll go to what's the farthest McDonald's I can pull up on this map? Whoa. Pull up that McDonald's. We ain't tried that McDonald's yet. We're gonna drive to that McDonald's. Look at that. 38 miles to get to that McDonald's. I like this map a lot. That is cool. I like the look of it too. Recenter myself. Boom. Let's see what happens when I hit drive. It's literally Google Maps in your car. That is sweet. There's your 3D, different views. That's really cool. We'll just end all that. Oh, before I end it,
at your destination at 12:24 p.m.
You got a weird voice. It shows your speed limits right here too. There you go. All right, let's end that. There we go. Here's your home again. If I had a phone connected, you could see it right there. I like the dual view a lot. My car, you just got one view, and I always have the map up because like my radio is really ugly looking. Here's your Sirius XM. You got Bluetooth Auto. You got Apple CarPlay. You got everything you could want in this thing. So here's your comfort. Front defrost levels, AC, just everything you need. Ventilated seats. I love ventilated seats, even if it's cold out like this. My massaging seats. Passenger, you don't get any massages. There's your rear climate controls. If your passenger's making you mad, you turn the massaging seat off on them. That's just pairing my phone. Let's see the vehicle settings. Mirror dimmer, ambient color personalization. What? Really? You can change the colors of the top and bottom of this. That's cool. Now it's way too light out to be able to see it, but at least that's there. That'd be really dope at night. That'd be cool. There's the surround view cameras that I showed you guys a bit earlier. Just a different way to show them. Here's your settings. I'll just scroll through these a little for you guys. You can change the voice. Voice options, female or male. Change the time, wake up word off, radio off with door. That's something I turn off. I like the radio. A lot of stuff in here. Restore to defaults. There, I'll get you guys closer. We'll re-scroll through them. Just pause the video if you need to see anything in detail. There's a lot of stuff we're going over. Sorry about the glare. Maybe I could close up this sunroof to get this glare off me as I open it. There we go. See if that helps. Should have done that sooner. I'm a bad reviewer. Oh, I definitely should have done that sooner. I'm sorry. Here's your other settings. Helped a little bit. Here's your clock, voice, navigation. There's all your settings on here. Here's your apps. You got freaking Alexa in here. You got all kinds of apps. You got like an app store. Tons of stuff. There's your media apps, comfort apps, navigation, and then there's your navigation on the end screen right there. Oh, I want to see what this is. What do these three lines do? Oh, they add home, work, just your different kind of options on here. That's pretty sweet. Here's your, I think this is your parking maneuvers. Not gonna do that, but I've seen this on older Grand Cherokees where you hit that and you literally hit like parallel park, perpendicular, whatever, and it'll tell you like what to do with the wheel or like gas. I think it's the gas, and it'll literally like park for you. Here's your parking sensors, SOS, traction control on or off. Here's your like start stop button right here. There's your lane keep. The start stop is like when you get to intersections or whatever, it'll turn off automatically. If you turn this on every time you get in the car, then it'll stop it from doing that. Here's your gauges right here. Here's all your steering wheel controls. You got your phone controls, back screen controls. There's your cruise options. You got paddles in case you want to put it in paddle shifter mode. There's your turn signals. Here's your wipers. You want to spray your wipers, pull it back. Let's see. Let's scroll through some of these controls on here. This thing has 45 miles on it. Have to tilt the GoPro up and in. There we go. We got a bit of a glare. It's as good as we're gonna be able to get it. That's just your display. You can change your layout. There's those features. Let's see. There's your speedometer back. There's night vision, which you're not going to be able to see night vision at all because we're not at night, but it'll literally show like, there we go. It is showing it. It'll just show everything at night and you'd be able to see like animals. They'd be like glowing with their eyes and everything. Really, really cool option. Never seen that in another car. Just saw that truck that drove in front of me. See like the lights illuminating on these cars and stuff. Really sweet. Tire pressures, trip controls, map display. That's sweet. They have your map right here and it shows your speed limit above it. Jeez, you could have a map on each screen up in this thing. There's your terrain controls. Radio, that's what I love to keep up, is my radio. Messages, and here's your heads-up display. And that's it for that. And just to show you guys, this is like how you know if a car has heads-up display. It'd have like this little cutout right here and it just projects up to here. But you can't see any of that on video. It's really hard to pick those up. Garage door controls are built into the rear view. Garage door controls are built into this sunshade. That's pretty slick. There I am again. Hello. Dome lights. Here's your sunroof controls, hatch controls. There's your, like, if you want your door to make like light up, if you want everything to light up when you open your doors or not, you hit these. There's your assist. Let's open up the sunroof on this thing. That thing opens pretty quick. And we could tilt it to vent it, or we just open it right up. Look at how huge this sunroof is. This is a huge sunroof. It is panoramic. You can open it a little more. There we go. Close that guy up. Might as well close it all up now. And then right here, you got your like settings for your brightness on your rearview mirror. And I think we've gone over most of it. We got a few more buttons to go over on the center stack. Like you got your radio controls, you got your heated and ventilated seats, heated steering wheel, heated and ventilated seats for the passenger side, your screens, your tuners, your other vent controls, where you want them aimed on you. Here's your rock, sand, snow, sport modes. You just hit this metal little lever right here to put it in whatever mode you want. We'll put it in rock since we're going to be driving it up on that gravel over there. And then here's like how high or low you want the vehicle, which is cool. You can literally lower and raise it. We had an old Trailhawk and you used to be able to do that in that thing. You can't, I don't know if you can see it or tell when I do it on this screen, but it's like moving back and forth like a maniac. It's pretty cool. Got your little vents up here, more vents down there, vents over here. Well, I think we should show off what the passenger screen looks like. All right, and here's the passenger screen, which it sucks you guys could barely see it coming up. But you could connect an HDMI cable, probably play a freaking Xbox in this thing. There's radio controls. Here's other controls. They keep it pretty dim so the driver can't see it. You can plug headphones over here and use them. Really cool option. You get a video, audio, whatever you want. That's cool. Hook a freaking PlayStation up in here and play it. So if you are interested in either one of these Jeeps, let's see if I can get the other one in the shot, that one or the L right here, they will be linked below. There's also a plethora of other Jeep Grand Cherokees or other options throughout. Something really cool to notice is, see how high this thing's riding now that I jacked the suspension up? You can really tell the difference between both of them. Let's see if I can get a good angle. Yeah, look how much higher it's sitting up. I do think these go down when you hit like 50 or 60 miles per hour, so they don't stay raised up like that. But that's a really mean looking stance having it jacked up like that. You can really see the difference. So if you're interested in either one of these Jeep Grand Cherokees, they'll be linked from the dealer website below. And if you just like these and want to see other Grand Cherokees on this lot or other cars reviewed, let me know what you want reviewed or whatnot in the description below. So always looking for suggestions on other cars to do. So with that, that's been my full tour on both of these Jeeps. Overall, my honest opinion of them is I really like them. They're really like luxury cars nowadays, these Jeep Grand Cherokees, especially with how these ones are optioned. And if you're not looking for ones that are fully kitted out with all the bells and whistles like these, there's plenty of sweet ones in between. So with that, I'm gonna head out of here, and that's been the video. Peace out, guys. Just look at them.